Healing Spot community. This is Justine Calderwood, physical therapist here at the Healing Spot, and today I'm talking about grounding techniques. So if you've ever experienced an injury, a trauma, if you're going through maybe a rough time in your life, maybe you've had some negative experiences in the past, or you're just kind of get caught up in some drama or toxic relationships, and it can really take a toll on your body and keep you in that fight or flight mode, keep your body and your nervous system on that high alert. So grounding techniques really are a way for you to feel a little bit more in control of your experience and also help those old feelings kind of move through. If you're triggered by certain things or certain events, certain smells, that kind of thing, it can kind of draw you back subconsciously back into the past where you're not really able to respond. You're kind of reacting based on that previous experience, right? And so it's a much healthier way to move forward if you can actually respond to what's in front of you, okay? So to me, that's what grounding is actually just really reminding yourself that this is old stuff and that it may be a trigger from the past, and that to heal it and move forward and be able to truly respond to the situation in the present moment, you can do some of these grounding techniques. So I want to go over a few with you. One is just focusing on your breath. So a lot of us are breathing with our muscles up here, our accessory muscles, okay? So we're kind of breathing with our shoulders, where it's really not very nourishing to our bodies. And we do that because that can be a response to a previous stress response. So bringing the breath down and allowing your rib cage to expand from the outside, and kind of even breathing into the back of your body and expanding the rib cage and allowing the breath to really come down in. And you're gonna feel your tummy kind of expand with that as well. So one thing that you can do is, if you're very visual, you can actually visualize the breath coming in. So make it whatever color you want, misty, a cloud, whatever. But close your eyes and kind of breathe in and allow that breath to come in and expand. And then on the exhale, to very gently go back out. That's a very nourishing way of breathing, and it helps to calm down the nervous system so that you can then remind yourself that, hey, I'm in the present moment, okay? I actually have also, to go with this, I would say sitting in a chair where you can have your pelvis underneath you, where you can really feel your pelvis in your body. That is very helpful. Our pelvic bowl, where you kind of sit, your sits bone, think of that like our security center of our body, okay? And so if you can bring your awareness and bring your breath down into that area, it can be super nourishing and grounding for you, okay? I even suggest, if you're able, if you have the mobility, to sit cross-legged on the floor. Better yet, if you can go out into nature and you can really connect with Mother Earth, that is even more nourishing, okay? Walking barefoot, that's another thing of so many of us are inside, we live, in cities, we're on concrete a lot of the times, we're wearing shoes. So if you can get outside and get your feet in the grass, that's also super grounding, okay? And really feel what's coming in through the bottom of your feet with that. Another thing that I really like to use are essential oils, okay? So essential oils are just the most concentrated part of the plant. They're made from plants, okay? And plants can be super nourishing and grounding for us, okay? So a couple of oils that I like to use, one is frankincense, okay? So what I do is you can use like diffuser jewelry, so like this, put a couple drops on, and you can actually wear this around. And when you're really feeling kind of emotionally spent, or you're kind of getting caught up into, previous stories, it's super easy to just inhale it in, and it really only takes 3 seconds to get to the emotional center of your brain called the limbic system, okay? So scents can be super grounding, especially if you are also coupling it with an intention of I want to feel grounded, I want to feel more supported and more in the present moment. So frankincense is a great one. Some of the earth smell ones like pine, fir, cypress, those are some also really good ones. And then there's a blend that Young Living makes called Grounding, okay? So it's actually designed for that. Let's see. Another thing that it may be a little uncomfortable for this, but to help you get through the process and to shift things, is really sitting with your feelings. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling nervous, if you're feeling like, Actually taking the time to sit with that and feel the emotions completely. So feel yourself feeling anxiety, panicky, like you can't breathe, those kinds of things. And if you can at the same time remind yourself that this could be old trauma, it could be old response that's just coming up. And the more that you can just feel that completely, what it allows it to do, instead of being kind of stuck there and you always just experiencing it, it actually allows it to come to a head and to be able to process it and actually stop running that subconscious video kind of thing, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. But sitting with it and experiencing as much as you can in the moment there. Let's see. Reminding yourself that this could be extremely old stuff. I'm sorry, my notes here are hidden. Okay. Reminding yourself mentally that this could be old programming, okay, and that the way through it is actually to feel it completely, okay? You can also, as you're sitting there, even ask yourself mentally, like, what is my body trying to tell me? You can start to identify the feelings that you're feeling. So can you put a word to it? Am I feeling sad? Am I feeling mad? Am I feeling abandoned? Am I feeling, what is the feeling that you're feeling, and where in your body are you feeling it? Okay, that can be really, really grounding as well, okay? And then in that you may discover what it is that you need. Like, what do you need? Do you need to take a nap? Do you need to just lie down? Do you need somebody to come and give you a hug? Do you need to say something to somebody? Do you need to say something to yourself? Okay, some things that may be really helpful as well are like compression, okay? So it helps our nervous system to feel more safe. So putting a hand on your head and just very gently pushing down through your spine can be really nourishing and grounding, okay? Having somebody help you, give you a big bear hug, lie down on your side and have them actually kind of hold you in that way, okay? So that you feel safe again. And then when you're done, you could actually even remind yourself, my name is, the year is, I live in, just really bringing yourself to the present moment so that your subconscious isn't running havoc in your life, okay? And then at the very end, even just affirming, you can use any of these techniques. You'll find something that works for you, but even just reminding yourself and affirming that I am experiencing a wound from the past. I acknowledge my pain and I choose to move forward with a more, a healthier response now, okay? So those are some great grounding techniques. Let me know if you have any questions, or if you have found some other things that I haven't mentioned, some other ways of grounding that have been helpful for you. All right, bye-bye.